Yo, what's going on, everybody? MashedMentality here, continuing on with the series You Don't Portal Enough. Today we're here on Pantheon, so I'm going to give you a quick little breakdown of the series for those of you who are maybe new or just checking it out for the first time. It's just about basic movement through the map. It's not really about getting from one specific spot to another for a weapon rollout or so you can have an angle on an objective or anything like that. Really, the series is just focusing on moving through the maps in a fast and efficient way, and just showcasing the routes that you will use to do that. So here on Pantheon, I got 3 routes that I really like to use to get through the map. Obviously, you know, you can freestyle and make up your own from there, but this is what I like to do. So main rotation that I like to use a lot is rotating from the top side of one tower to the top side of the other tower. So you got this small area right here, these small walls, these small single walls in this middle tower. You're going to be using those. And then when you're leaving from the middle tower and you're coming up into the blue tower like I am now, or into the red tower on the other side of the map, you're going to be using this small single wall right here. So we go down, go ahead and shoot our portal down there to get into the middle. Once we get down here and we step through, we're just going to hit this wall straight in front of us, turn around, come right back through, and then that's where we came in at. Right above that is that wall we want to hit. So you're just going to look up where the ramp is, throw your portal up there on that wall, and then boom, you're in the other tower. And same thing if you want to go the other way. You hit that small wall down there in the tower, in the middle, you come into the middle tower, go ahead and place your portal, turn around, look straight back up from where you came over, you'll see the other wall you need to hit in the other tower, and then boom, you can bounce between both towers extremely quickly with just a couple of portals. And obviously this isn't going to give you a whole lot of lines of sight throughout the whole map, because you confined to the towers at pretty much any point in the rotation, whether it's going to be one of these towers up here on the top or that tower down there in the middle. But a lot of people like to play up in the towers, they spawn towers, you got points that are in the towers, so being able to move from one tower to the other tower quickly is just only going to help you out, because you're basically just going from one side of the map to the other, and then from there, you know, you can play off of it, cut across, do whatever you need to do. So that's a rotate that I like to use for the upside or the high side. Really simple, just going straight through the middle and then right across to the other tower. Boom, just like that. Alright, so another rotation that we have here on Pantheon is rotating through the outside but staying up on the middle ground, so staying up on these ramps where these small towers are. So you're just going to basically just like use these to push yourself through the map. So while you're standing in one, if you're on these back corners like this where you can see across to the tower that's on the same color side as you, because you have two ones that are going to be parallel. You have this one that's parallel right here, and then you have this one that's parallel right here. But these are opposite colors, so we're not going for this one. We're going for the one that's on the same color. So I'm going from red to red, but in this case I'm going from red assault rifle to red battle rifle. So you've got this big double wall, this wall right here. That's what you're going to be aiming for in that other tower, and you want to put it on the side as close as you can to that side of the door that you can see, whether you're on the left side or the right side, because it'll be on the right side if you're going over there, and it's on the left side over here, and it would be on the right side if you were going from over there. It just depends on which way you're facing, but you want to put it as close to that edge that you're looking at as possible. Alright, so then once you step through here, you're already in the other tower. You have 2 options available to you. Really, it just depends on what you want to do. You can pretty much see the one. You just look straight across, and you're just going to cut diagonally through the towers. So you're going to go from the battle rifle tower of one color to the assault rifle color, or the assault rifle tower of the other color. So right now I'm in red BR, and that's going to take me over to blue AR. So if I was to go through that portal, I'd be right up here in blue AR. And then once I get into blue AR, since I placed this portal so far on the side of the wall over here, I can step through. I can hit that portal wall on the back side right there in the blue battle rifle tower, and then boom, I come right through. And then I can just kind of repeat this process over and over again, where you're just stepping in between the towers, and that's it. That's really it. You could see a lot, you could do a lot, and you can move a lot from these towers too, because the other rotation that you have, instead of cutting across diagonally, is to just go straight across like this. So you could come through, go right there, and let's say you get a call out that somebody's over here at red assault rifle. You don't have to go all the way to red battle rifle and then cut back across. You can just hit this wall right here like this, and just step right through. So you're going from right there to right there, and if you could see me, you know, if I was hanging out of the portal, you'd be able to actually see me. You don't have to make the diagonal cut. The diagonal cut, I feel like, is just a little bit easier to hit and keeps you safer, because if you do want to hit this cut right here, you're gonna have to step out enough to where you can actually hit the wall, but the amount that you have to step out to do that is it's more than you would have to step out to hit that. So it's less safe to go parallel from one color to the other color than it is to stay in between and bounce across diagonally like I showed you the first time. But that's the middle spot rotation. That's just gonna let you cover a bunch of these small towers and catch all these little angles where people are rotating, like maybe trying to play on the outside down here, or like peeking out over here on the tops of the towers, whatever. All this is allowing you to do is move through those key locations that people are going to be at, so you can take the fights that you need to and move to where you need to as quickly as possible. So we covered the top side rotation, we've covered the middle rotation that we got between all the small towers on the side, and now we've got the bottom side rotation for this map. The bottom side rotation is going to offer you the most flexibility when it comes to how you can use the route, but you're on the bottom side of the map, so you don't have as many vantage points, and at times you might feel like you're a little exposed because of how open the bottom side of Pantheon can be. But as long as you're doing the route quickly and you're not messing up with your triple portaling or anything like that, you'll be smooth. Like, you're not going to have any problems. These walls right here, this double wall on this side, and then that double wall right there on that side, these are probably the two most important walls on the bottom side of Pantheon, just because of how much is available to them and how easy it is to actually hit them from pretty much anywhere else. So right here, while you're standing in, you've got small little angles so you can go back up into the towers. You've got all these walls right here in front of you, from all the way back there at that cube to up here on the side. You've even got all the way up in here. You can hit that like that and go into the tower on the top side. You can do a lot from these walls right here. So when you go and you start implementing these routes, or you start looking for new routes on your own, play with this wall a lot. See where you can get to from it, and see how you can get back to it, because you can see a lot and hit this wall from a lot of different spaces. So very powerful, and it's the same thing. They're the same wall, same side, because Pantheon is, you know, symmetrical. So what works on one side works on the other side. Alright, but down here on the bottom side, showing off the route, we'll just go ahead and start here in the middle. So you got that cube right there. You want to hit the cube or this cube, really it just depends on which way you want to go. We're going to go this way for right now, but you're going to hit that cube, step through, then you've got this small cube right over here on the back side. Place a portal on it, and you want to hit this wall right here. You don't want to hit this wall. As soon as you come through here, you can look right over there, hit that double wall right there on the back side of the tower, step through it, look over here to the right, and now you do want to hit this back side, or you can go up into the tower. If we're just focusing on this route, we're just going to keep going this way. If you're wanting to do some freestyling, that's when you're going to go up in the tower. But if you're just wanting to focus on the bottom side route, you're going to use this cube over here on this small tower, step through it. Once you come through here, peek out a little bit around this edge, and then you want to hit this wall, or sorry, not that wall, you want to hit this wall right here. So you're going to throw your portal right there. I was looking at the wrong one, that's my mistake. You actually want to be on this cube right here. And then once you come through and you're on the other side of the cube, again, you hit that double wall, same wall that's over here. You throw your portal onto there, step through it, and then you've got the wall right here on the cube. You're going to use that cube. Same thing, you're going to use this part of the cube and not this one. Throw your portal right here, and there you go, boom. You're making it all the way around the map. And it's really that simple. It's not hard to do at all. It's not really, I don't think it's the most useful route. Honestly, I think you can really just get away with playing the top side when it comes to Pantheon, but because of the flexibility that you have with this route, it's definitely not something that should be overlooked. Because right there, instead of rotating all the way around the back side and coming back through, I can just cut up into the tower, and once I get over here, I can throw another portal on this side. I can step through, do a little jump, throw a portal down there. I messed it up, but if I wouldn't have messed it up, getting back in would have just popped out right down here on that other wall. And then you can repeat that too, going through the towers like this, using these walls down here. just like that. You bounce from one side into the tower, opposite side of the tower. I threw the wrong portal. Opposite side of the tower, and then you got to do a little jump so you can hit that wall. Come right back into your portal as soon as you get through. Bounce up to the tower, opposite side of the tower, and then there you go. You're just moving. That's kind of that's one of the things that you can do from this wall down here, and that's why I say that the bottom route is the most versatile, and it definitely shouldn't be overlooked. I don't think it's the most powerful because of its limitations when it comes to line of sight and vantage points, but because of how fast you can move and how unpredictable you can move with this route, you can do a lot of damage very quickly and get out, and they'll have no idea where you went. So it's really good. I really like the bottom side route a lot, especially like when you need to do big chains up very quickly. If you're coming from up here or anywhere, you're coming through this wall. So I've stepped through the portal. I'm right here. I can just throw another portal right there, and boom, I'm on the other side of the map like instantly. So there's a lot that you can do when it comes to the bottom route, and that's why I say that these walls are the most important for this route, because there's no limit to what you can do with the route down here, as long as you can stay creative with it, because you can just bounce all around the map, man. And that's kind of like really the cool thing about the game, is once you start learning routes, you can learn how to implement them into other routes, so you can have insanely wild like ways to rotate in and out of the map. You can have insanely wild ways to push. You know what I'm saying? You can come in from unpredictable angles or anything like that. But that's Pantheon in a nutshell. It's really symmetrical, so it's very easy to break it down and show you the routes. But with its symmetry also comes a little bit of complexity, because it seems so simple, but oftentimes the most simple like abilities or maps are the most complicated, because you can do a lot more things to actually influence it, because it doesn't take as much influence for shit to have an effect. So that's Pantheon. I know a lot of people don't really like this map because of how open it can feel at times, and how congested it feels at other times because of the way that the map is laid out with the small rooms and then the wide open walkways. But if you can learn how to bounce through them quickly, and you can learn what parts of the map work well for you. I know me personally, just as something that I like to do, I like to throw a portal right here. This is for domination really, and this is not part of the rotation series. It just kind of goes to show you like ways you can work in stuff like this from your rotations and into your rotations. But anyway, I'll use one of these small towers. I'll portal right over into it. I'll leave both portals up. You want both well, you can close this one, but you want to leave the portal that's in the tower up. And then as soon as I get up in here, boom. And then now I can just bounce from one tower to the other with absolutely zero effort. And this is, like I said, is really good for domination, because you can do something like this, you know, quickly rotate over here, you know, bam bam bam, whatever, you get into your fight up here, you win your one, bow bow bow, whatever, you know what I'm saying, you clear out the people that are up here, and then boom, you got both towers. You got A and C on lock just like that, and you can bounce back between both of them. And that small stuff that I picked up from just rotating through the maps and seeing what all I can hit from where, and learning the angles and learning how to manipulate them to best suit me for whatever game mode or whatever situation I'm in. And that's really what it all comes down to. The basis of it is rotation and getting through the maps, but on top of that is another layer where the series also shows you ways that you can mix up your own gameplay, little freestyle routes that you can use, or angles you might not have seen before. So big thing about Splitgate is the more you pay attention and the more you learn the maps, and the quicker you get with your portals, the faster and the better you're going to be. And the quicker you are, the harder you are to hit. So nothing not really many downsides from it, I guess, unless you start trying to do portals in the middle of gunfights and you get yourself shot because you're too worried about showing off. But you know, that's all good. But that's pretty much it for Pantheon. Next map will probably be a simulation map, just kind of keep on that flow of bouncing in between the regular maps and the sim maps. I'll just go ahead and apologize for being late on the series. I got a bunch of personal stuff that I got going on, and I really haven't had as much time to sit down and play Splitgate as I would like to, just because of some things with it and then some things with me. But it's not really the point. I need to finish out this series, and I know some people have been asking me about it, and you know, gotta make sure I come through for them. So this is Pantheon. I'm MashedMentality. I'll catch you in the next one. Make sure you love yourself, drinking your water, you know what I'm saying, enjoying your life. Try to smile. You're gonna have your bad days, but just shake them off. Keep it pushing. Keep loving you. Keep loving others. Try and keep life good. Alright, y'all be easy.